Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of First and Last. My name is Josh, and with me this week, we've got Joe.
Hey, man.
And Jimmy.
What's up, pasta pals?
Hey, Jimmy. How's everybody's week? Everyone living life to the fullest and all? No?
Sure.
Yeah, the fullest, 100%.
Yes,
what does
definitely
that
the
even
fullest.
mean?
Couldn't be doing much more with my life right now.
I know, right? I have like tomorrow off of work, Joe, because I took it off for your bachelor party, which we're not like traveling for or doing currently.
Yeah.
You know,
Are we doing
currently
that?
postponed.
Hey, Joe, are we doing that tomorrow? See you tomorrow.
If you guys are still doing it, then no one told me, and now I feel like I'm not invited anymore.
And that is by design.
Oh, all right. Well, never mind. Well, I guess you guys can have fun. I was gonna say I still just kept the day off because I'm like, well, I should do something, and so now I have to figure out how to make the most out of my life when, well, I guess the world's opening slowly now. Maybe,
As far as we know.
Yeah.
maybe not.
Yeah, and so is
maybe
the
not for
virus.
good. Yeah, right.
The whole world is a bachelor party. That doesn't really make sense.
Hang out with you and your closest 12 stranger friends and get COVID today.
Sounds like a plan.
Right? Sounds great. Joe, for any people that saw this link, clicked on it, and said, sure, I'll listen to a TV podcast. What is First and Last?
It's a TV pod where we watch only the first and only the last episode. So it's completed shows, just the beginning and end, nothing in between. Typically shows we know nothing about, so we're just making it up.
Yeah.
Whole lot of
That's right.
non-research going on in this pod.
Whoa,
No
whoa,
research.
whoa.
Research is banned.
Anti-research, actually.
I mean,
We just make up facts.
It's not that we maybe make them up. It's that we educated guess them up.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you do too much research, then you risk totally spoiling yourself for the finale.
Yeah, and you wouldn't want to spoil yourself on a TV show where you only watch the first and the last because it would ruin the whole show for you.
Yeah, I guess that part's just more about the points because we do the predictions. See who's better at TV.
Right. I mean, in reality, I still feel like after 142 of these episodes that no show has been ruined for me. It's only been like my time has been saved in a way, you know? I'm in season 2 of Hannibal now.
Oh, nice.
And, you know,
I
still
thought I
happy.
just saw a thing about that show coming back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Finally gonna do that like Red Dragon season or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
How are they
no.
gonna...
Yeah, actually, the thing that I saw, it's not that it's back. It's just that the full series is now it's now on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's actually why I've been watching it more, just because I was like on Netflix. For some reason, my Hulu on my computer doesn't work very well in Google Chrome. It only like works every single time when I'm in like what is it, Apple Safari, which is just a terrible web browser.
Gotta use that Firefox, bro.
Well, I just use Google Chrome, really. But so now that it's on Netflix, it's fine and I can watch it. So I don't know what's going on. That Firefox, that Mozilla. Is that one?
Yeah.
That was one, right?
I use
Yeah, use
Netscape
that.
Navigator.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds like a great one. Well, Jimmy, you picked a show today for us, didn't you?
Oh, was I supposed to do that?
Yeah, you're threatening us. You're threatening us with how long a show we want to watch. So I want you to know. Tell us what it is.
We're doing Walker, Texas Ranger for 17 hours. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, baby.
I was like, I don't know if you're kidding or not.
we don't. Ain't nobody got time for that on a
It's
weeknight,
weekday.
on a school
it's a
night.
School night.
Yeah, Jesus. No, but we are gonna do Psych. You guys know anything about that show?
No.
Is that a USA show?
I believe it is. I believe it is.
Does it have a green thumbnail? Is it green in the thumbnail?
There might be a green background. I think it's basically the two main characters and the title. So,
all right. Let me go to
I feel
this.
like I'm
Let me look it up.
confusing this show with like Monk.
oh, I wish.
Which is also a show I don't know, but I feel like both shows are like it's like detectives with like some sort of like OCD special power.
No. Well, I mean,
No?
yes, but no. I mean, the two main characters in Psych, they work with a police force.
I was just gonna say. So all I see is like a white dude that kind of looks like Dane Cook with like one of his hands next to his temple, like he's trying to read minds.
He's like better
and
than
then like
Dan Cook.
Yeah, and then like a really like suave, good-looking black dude.
Yeah.
That's like this white guy's dumb.
Yeah, a little bit,
Like way too cool for his partner, probably. You know.
That man is Dule Hill, who had you guys watched the frickin' West Wing, like I've said a million times, you'd know.
I mean, I watched the first and last. What more do you want?
He's in the
from me?
bulk of the series as the president's personal aide, Charlie. Is his name.
Got it.
And he's dope.
In a lot of these promotional photos, the white guy's like touching his temple.
Yeah.
Is he like psychic or something?
Which one of these guys is pretending? You know what? Here's the deal. This is what I think. None of them are psychic. They're pretending to be psychic. That's
Okay.
what this show's about.
Or he's constantly
They're
got a migraine.
They're psychics that help cops, except they aren't psychic. They're pretending to be. You know, like every psychic.
They're just really good at Google.
Yeah, so I was going to say, so Josh, what do you think? If they're pretending, then how do you think they're actually helping? Or are they?
I think they got a lot of book smarts and they know how. They're just good detectives. Like they're like private eyes, but they can't get any actual business being private eyes for some reason, and so they figured let's have a gimmick, and their gimmick is we're psychics, but they're not psychic. They're just using their private eye skills to solve crimes with the police.
I also think they're not psychic, but I think that they're not actually good at anything. They're just putting a lot of innocent people in jail. And they just keep lying. And eventually
just further,
it catches up with
further.
them. Yeah. They just keep lying further and further until like it just
Isn't
gets
that
out of control.
Isn't that a David Cross show you're explaining?
Yeah.
That's capitalism, baby.
It's essentially Breaking Bad also. It just gets worse and worse and worse.
All right. I like it.
Have you seen this show at all, Jimmy? What?
I have seen episodes. I would say I'm as positive as I could be that I haven't seen the first or the last episode. But my wife is very fond of this show, and it's pretty funny.
So it's a Dr. Michelle recommendation we're on right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she was pumped when I said we were going to watch this one. So,
I want to point out that apparently fans of this show are called psychos.
Great.
Yeah.
So there's
of course.
So there's that.
Of course.
Quick. Let's get into the stats. It looks like it went for 8 seasons, 120 episodes, and it was on NBC.
Oh, really? I thought it was I thought it was.
It says wait, no, it's on USA. Sorry, it says distributor NBC Universal.
Oh.
So, but it was on USA. From July 2006. I can read numbers.
It's still on.
March 26, 2014.
And then they had a movie.
Yeah, they had a movie.
8
yeah.
seasons in a movie.
And they have 2 movies because there's one in 2020 called Psych 2: Lassie Come Home.
Oh, do we have to watch the movie?
That's going to be
instead?
out on the Peacock.
Oh man.
Wow. Dr. Michelle's going to be excited.
Yeah. Has Dr. Michelle seen Psych the movie?
I'm
2017?
pretty sure. I if it's on Amazon, which is where all of this is on streaming on Prime, then she's seen it.
Okay. It says it was a 2-hour TV movie, and it actually aired on the USA Network.
Oh. Interesting. I assume she's seen it.
There's that. Man, I really hope I'm right and none of them are actually psychics. That'd be psychics. That'd be fun. Maybe they're not like they're what are they, like therapists? They just have psych evaluations, and that's all they do. They just they're just like cop therapists, and they give the like whenever like a cop like does something and they have to get evaluated, that's their job. It's just them sitting and talking to cops about like all the bad stuff they did.
That's
probably.
What you think this USA comedy is about?
I mean,
police brutality. It's too soon, Josh.
Well, it's never been good, Jimmy. Never.
It's never been funny either.
Strike that from the record. That's not what this show's about. I'm sticking with my first one. I was just trying to come up with how they could be like they could psychoanalyze people.
Oh, okay.
And how they're like, what would a police force or detectives use that for? And that would be talk to their cops or something like that.
Okay. I'm following.
Maybe they give psych evals to all the new recruits, and that's the show. It doesn't have to be the bad stuff.
And then they're like, all these cops are psycho. How are they police officers?
Yep. That's probably what they'd find out. Yeah. Does anybody else have anything that they think is going on in this show? Is there anything Dr. Michelle said we need to pay attention to, or like you getting hints, Jimmy, over there from?
I was just gonna say, you guys are sort of right, sort of, and also pretty wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to think of like a non-cop scenario, but like that's just what it is with a lot of these shows. It's just like, hey, I've got this idea for like someone who pretends they're psychic, and then the studio's like, cool, can we have them solve crimes or like
I mean, okay, I'll go.
Yeah.
I'll take one other stab if it's not cops, which I really think it's probably just cops. But if it is cops, then they're not psychic and they're pretending, and that the first thing said. But if the show has nothing to do with cops, both of those guys are psychics, but they run like a cupcake shop, and they use their powers to like get people into the store, and wild and funny things ensue.
Yeah.
So those are my two possibilities for the show, and they will stand for nothing else.
I think it's a show where two guys constantly tell each other things that are wildly inaccurate. Like, hey, did you know that the sky is purple? And then he goes, psych.
Psych.
Oh, yikes.
Credits roll.
Oh, yikes.
It's 22 minutes of that.
Yeah, there was a spin-off show in 2017 after this show ended, or 2015 after this show ended. They started a different show called Not. And yeah. And the guy was like,
man.
oh, man, do you know what happened last night? I was like hanging out and I was doing some cool stuff. And I thought, you know what? Jimmy needs some money. So I put $1,000 in your bank account. Not. Roll credits.
Yep.
And then there's like a trilogy series that's just called Schwing.
No, that's just a cop show, though.
It's just
Yeah, that's not.
It always turns into a cop show somehow.
it's just
It's just a
Wayne's
it's just a regular
World with their
procedural.
cops. Yeah, I like it. I'd watch that.
All right, cool. Well, should we dive into this first episode then? I mean, stop wasting time.
Yeah, you're wasting time.
Yeah,
Wasting my time.
Well, the first episode's called Pilot, so that's cool. So let's watch that, and we'll see you after that, listeners. And we're back. We are done with the first episode of Psych, the popular fake Psych TV show. You got a write-up for us, Jimmy?
Look it.
Before you do this, I
Why
want
do
to
you
say
got to
that
be
I was,
so harsh? Oh yeah.
dude, I was almost 100% correct. I'm just saying.
With
Fake-
50% of your predictions,
I said he fake. Well, I mean, yeah, but
you gave
call-
2 whole scenarios.
one of my scenarios was almost 100%.
That's
correct.
50%. That is an F, sir.
Well, one of them was if they worked with the police, and one of them was that they weren't. The working with police one was correct. Now tell them why I was right, Jimmy. What did they do?
All right. What I was going to say is I found pretty much garbage as far as summaries go, but here's what IMDb has for the Psych pilot in 2006. Right? Yeah. The police department in Santa Barbara hires someone they think is a psychic detective.
Oh,
Dot,
that's it.
dot, dot, dot.
Oh, okay, cool.
The Wikipedia one is very, very long and descriptive. You might as well just watch the show.
Okay, Joe, what happened in this episode? Let's see if you watched it with us.
I didn't. So we meet Sean Spencer, who is a guy who has... I'm trying to explain like his superpower, because he does have a superpower, and
He's
it's
just
like...
got like a I was gonna say a photogenic memory, but that's not it. What are those
He's
called?
a photographic memory,
Yeah.
and he's also...
He is very photogenic, though.
Yeah. So he remembers things like as if he took a photograph, but he's also just like very observant, like in the moment as well. So as people are talking to him, he just like notices things, and that makes him able to like solve crimes. Like he's just based on like watching the news, he like will figure out a crime like as it's being investigated, and he's like called in a bunch of tips to the police station, and those have led to arrests. So they become suspicious of him and pull him in for questioning. And in order to get out of that mess, he tells them that he's a psychic, because they won't believe his story about how he just watches the news and he figures it out. So that's kind of the start of it.
He didn't even try to be like, I just noticed. I'm just smart. Like, he didn't even try.
I mean...
He could have been like, show me a Where's Waldo and I'll explain to you the whole thing.
Yeah, he's like, I'm like an idiot Sherlock Holmes in a way.
Mm-hmm. That's a good way to explain it.
I mean, he's a goofy, like immature, also maybe sexist.
Oh, for sure.
Sherlock Holmes.
I mean, maybe. I mean,
maybe
he's
not
just a little
sexist, but
depending on where you put
Yeah.
sexist and womanizer, and wherever
Womanizer,
that
that's
intersection
better.
is.
Yeah,
better
he's not
term.
necessarily sexist, but he does see women as sex objects.
Oh, that's awful. Wow.
Which is like, a common trope of like this era of 2000s TV. Like he gave me like a very like Jeff Winger vibe.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. Also, because like this whole show is just based on lying, it does pretty much solidify my statement that two people with two first names can't be trusted.
Who?
He's
Oh,
Sean
Sean and Spencer.
His name is Sean Spencer. He has two first names. You can't trust people with two
You
first
can
names.
trust him. He's a good guy. He's
He's
helping
just-
put criminals behind bars. He's a superhero.
By lying to everyone he knows.
Because they don't get it, man.
They're
not hip.
They're
not hip.
They're not hip with it. Okay,
Also,
what else?
the like almost antagonist of this is the like dumb detective who doesn't trust him.
Yeah. That is the like one antagonist is the detective at the police station who initially brings him in for questioning. Doesn't believe him, but then like what? Just thinks that he's a criminal or what?
I mean, at this point, by the
How
end
else
of the
would he know?
episode, by the end of the episode, it's just like he's just got to be like, I'm just gonna be a dick to you because I don't like you. Because there's no like almost no way he can't like not believe.
There's some
him,
of that,
I
for
guess.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Carlton Lassiter, Detective Lassiter, I believe.
I didn't know any of the detectives' names this whole episode.
Mm-hmm.
Like after I was like,
not do
oh,
a good job of that. Yeah,
but I knew the interim police chief name was like Karen.
Karen. Yep.
So
Yeah.
I got that part.
Yeah.
What else happened, Joe?
She's in The Fugitive.
Mm-hmm.
Big fan.
So yeah. Once he says he's a psychic, they're like, okay, psychic, like we'll put you on this case and like see if you can help us out.
Which seems highly unlikely.
Yeah. Seems like you could test that without putting him on an actual crime right away.
But also seemingly like a very, very high profile case within this town.
Yeah, it's the case of like just like
the
a rich
millionaire's
family's
missing son.
Yeah, the son of a rich family has gone missing. They're thinking for ransom, but there hasn't been a ransom asked yet.
Yeah. Wasn't it that Karen knew that Sean's dad was a cop? Did she know that from the beginning? I feel like there was a reason she came out and talked to him and got him on that case.
I mean, maybe. I feel like
I can't remember
if you
now.
knew, I don't know if they came out and like said she knew, but I guess it's kind of like maybe
By the
assumed.
end, she knew, and she'd talked to his dad, who did I write his name down? No,
Henry. Yeah.
Henry, yeah.
He's in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, by the way, and probably a million other things. But so by the end, she said she had talked to him and that Sean he told Karen that Sean got his powers when he was 18. So like, she thinks that there's something that he has. Maybe he's psychic for sure.
Sure. I guess.
And then there's Gus, who's the like BFF that Sean drags into everything, and he kind of helps straighten Sean out sometimes in his flippancy.
Yeah. Gus doesn't have like a superpower. He's just Sean's like put together friend, right?
Yeah, what was Gus's job? He's like some sort of doctor or something.
He worked at some sort of pharmaceutical company. They didn't really say
Okay.
for what or what his job was.
Okay, so that makes sense why Gus knew like what the prescription the guy got for the dog bite, and then at the very end Sean was trying to say like the name of some other drug, and Gus knew it. I was like, are you like do you work at a lab? Are you a vet? Like, why do you know this stuff? Because I couldn't figure it out.
Sean,
Yeah, so like
or Gus helps connect some of Sean's crazy dots.
Yeah. Gus kind of plays the straight man, like, comedically, but also like as a tag team to try to solve cases. Like, Sean has like the superpower, and Gus is kind of just like coordinating it and like helping him piece it together.
Yeah, I hope that as the episodes go on, Gus's character gets like a little flushed out a little bit more. He seemed like he was just kind of like in the background until he needed to be like, oh, hey, but maybe this, that kind of thing, or like, stop. Like, he wasn't as, like, it was 85% Sean, 15% Gus in this show.
Yeah, I think it evens out. Gus Dule Hill is just a boss. He's just awesome.
That's the actor.
Sassy. Yeah. He's basically the same exact guy on West Wing, which is all you want.
Yeah. So yeah, so he gets his friend on board, and they start to investigate this case. And what they figure out is that the son actually kidnapped himself. And he's just like chilling at a cabin in the woods with like his buddy that they had like planned this like disappearance together.
Yeah.
I don't remember
Shenanigans.
I don't remember what the motive was for the disappearance. Like his dad was gonna cut him out of the will or something.
Yeah,
They were
'cause
like,
he was
yeah,
kind of
they
a
were kind of
douche
vague
already.
about it. Yeah, he was just like a messy. It was like he was like Happy Gilmore, or no, Billy Madison. He was like an heir to like a lot of money, but he was just like a shitty kid.
He's kind of a rich screw up, yeah.
And he was like, you need to like stop being shitty, or else you're probably gonna get cut out. And so then his son created this whole scheme to like get family money.
Right. Isn't that exactly what happened in well, I guess not exactly, this wasn't family, but that someone is getting like their funds cut off, so they fake their own disappearance. Isn't that the Big Lebowski?
Oh God, what? Yeah, because
Like the Tara
yeah,
Reid character.
well, yeah, because she gets kidnapped, but
Uh-huh.
she like doesn't really.
Yeah. It was
Yeah,
just a scheme to like get
Wait,
her money
what?
back.
What movie is that?
Yeah, I mean, I wish this was the Big Lebowski joke. Like,
Yeah. So that's what happens, and then so they discover him at the cabin. But then Sean's big idea is let's not like bust him right now. Let's bring the cops over here and just like pretend like we're discovering this as it happened. And this led to like my one like big laugh of the episode where they do that. They like bring the cops over. They like send over the SWAT team to like go bust down the cabin. But when they enter in, like both of the guys are in there, but they're dead.
Did not
like,
see
one
that
just, like,
coming.
Yeah, one's like knocked out on the floor with like blood everywhere, and the other one's like holding a gun and like shot in the chest.
And that's when Joe laughed hilariously.
Because the way they play it is like Sean and Gus like walk in like ready to be like, we solved the case.
Gotcha.
and all the cops are in there just like looking around at the dead bodies.
Yeah. And Gus
Yeah.
runs out screaming
Yeah.
like a small child.
I mean,
Yeah.
he didn't say he was gonna like make them be alive. He just said he was gonna solve the case. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Different. So then there's like that's the next twist. Like, oh shit. Cuz then Sean immediately like is taking note of that murder scene and is like there's more going on here. Then decides that it was a setup cuz it looks like the one dead dude on the floor actually just hit his head on a table. Then decides that that was an accident. The gunshot was made to look like the other guy committed suicide, which he was shot in the stomach. That'd be a terrible way to commit suicide.
Yeah, if you
no one has ever committed suicide that way.
Yeah, I'm sure if they did some ballistics, they would see that like it was shot from far away.
Right.
And yeah. And then his body was
I'm
moved to
sure
sit
he
in a
did it.
chair. Yeah.
Nah, I'm sure. It's cut and dry.
Yeah. So they further the investigation. What they figure out is that the dad actually had paid a ransom but didn't tell the cops. But then he discovered the son at the cabin, got into an argument with him. Then he like accidentally knocks the son over. Son knocks his head and dies. And then when the other guy comes in, the son's friend, then he shoots him in a panic. And then the dad set the whole thing up after that.
Yeah.
And so they go confront him about it, and the cops wrap up the case, and then at the end they open up their own like detective agency called Psych.
It's like with the same exact font
Yeah.
as the show title.
Yeah. So that's I mean that's the whole plot of it. There was a lot of plot, so it makes sense to like talk through all that. But any thoughts on what all happened in between that? There's a lot of in between.
Yeah.
Which works for a pilot because, you know, you set up a lot of things with his dad, his family, and the police agency and stuff.
Oh, right. This whole episode starts with a young Sean in 1986 sitting with his dad. Did we say that? And he's his dad, they're in a diner and his dad makes him close his eyes. Sean wants dessert, but first he's got to pass his dad's test of naming all this, answering all these questions about what's going on in the diner, because he's training him to like be able to, be aware of his surroundings or whatever. And he does all this stuff and he eats his fudge cake or whatever. And then like halfway through, like a good ways into the episode, Gus and Sean are already on the case and they get pulled over randomly. And then the cop says he saw his dad and his dad's been back in town for a year. And Sean did not know that. So it's like all this like dun 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 family drama.
Yeah.
Plot.
Family drama that probably will be when they bring that up during the show is like the annoying part of the show. You're just like, just be funny and solve crimes. Don't.
Yeah.
I don't care that like you're mad at your dad for some reason because he divorced, because your mom and him are divorced. It's not going to be. That's not going to be the funny part of the show.
Well, his dad doesn't really like.
His dad said like, "Oh, you moved." He's like,
"What?"
Well, no, because he said when he went to his dad's house, he said his dad was like, "Oh, I didn't know you moved out," and he was like, "Well, I didn't know you moved back in or whatever," and he was like, "Well, I moved out to help my mom with a divorce or something like that."
Ooh, gotcha.
So.
Yeah, so there's just some tension there, but then at the end, with his psychic abilities, Sean sees that there's a newspaper on his dad's front seat of his car as he pulls away that is about this police department having a psychic who solved their crime. So he's like, Dad's proud of me. Credits roll. Feel the feels.
I like that you said with his psychic. You said with his psychic abilities. You just meant with his eyeballs.
Yeah. He read it, which is a superpower.
With his eyes and his mind, he read the words on the paper sitting on.
A lot of people can't read, man. A lot of babies can't read.
Yeah. A lot of adult humans can't read, unfortunately. All in all, good pilot, bad pilot. What are your thoughts?
Long pilot.
A great time. Very long. Yeah, very long.
It did seem long. When they found those dead bodies, I was like, right before they found them, I was like, this is the end of the episode. Not bad. And then I was like, oh shit, this isn't over.
I think Josh, you're right that like the parts where they're doing the stuff for the case, like it really cooks, but then where it slows down to talk about his dad, or even the part of the episode in the beginning where like he wasn't part of the police department yet. He was just
when he was kissing the girl on the couch. That part.
Oh yeah, that, and like even just like him, being questioned and talking to his friend about jumping on the case. Like I feel all of that setup, which I guess you kind of need for a pilot, and they won't need that for future episodes. But once they got into the actual case, that's where I felt like, okay, the show's starting to pick up.
Yeah, the money in the show is definitely with him, like doing his like Sherlock Holmes-y stuff, you know, and like noticing things, and I mean when he's like messing with those two cops essentially and pretending he's psychic, like that part's kind of funny, just because like I think that the male cop who's like mad at him all the time is like pretty good at like being hilariously mad and like frustrated with him, so. That was good. Cut the dad. We don't need the dad. We don't need to meet his mom eventually and have like the family drama. More Gus. Take that time. Give us more Gus. And just work on cases. And I think this is a good show.
Yeah. Was it like an hour and a half pilot? Is that what it was?
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was an hour. I thought it was an hour and 6 minutes.
I mean, originally when it aired, it was a 90-minute pilot. You know,
on TV it was 90 minutes.
Yeah, which feels like that would have been long.
Yeah,
even for a pilot.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it would have been better because it's like maybe better, maybe not. But an hour and a half on TV. It might have been 2 hours, like, potentially.
Yeah, it was supposed to be 2 hours, and they cut it
yeah.
down to 90 minutes.
Oh, they actually got it in a 90-minute chunk. I just didn't think that was enough time for commercials, to be honest. But
Yeah.
a little commercial break every once in a while with this pilot probably would have been pretty good. Get up and go pee and grab a snack, another drink while you're watching Psych. So, a bearable TV pilot for sure. I would think. All in all, I'm not mad about watching the second episode, and definitely not mad about watching this finale right now, currently.
Nice. I need some more Gus. Need some more Gus in my life.
First prediction: more Gus. No. Should we get into those? Should we get into what we think's happening in this finale?
I just have one more note.
Cool.
There was a part where, like, Sean was getting Gus to. It wasn't to initially join the investigation. It was like they were gonna go check out a new thing that Sean had figured out. And like Gus has already like walked out of the apartment or whatever, and like Sean's still like yelling at him about like, hey, like we gotta go, like come on, let's do this. And then he like grabs a pineapple off the shelf and he's like, do you want me to like cut up some of this for the road? Which I thought was really funny. And apparently that was ad-libbed. Like the actor just like saw a pineapple on the set and just like, hey, we should just bring this pineapple in.
You know what disappoints me about that is I remember that specifically too, and I was like, awesome. Next scene, they were driving down the road, and it was gonna be him with a piece of pineapple, like eating it while he was driving, but they didn't do that.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, because that was just something ad-lib, but apparently that's like a recurring joke on the show is that like there's just always a pineapple reference.
Yeah.
Because he ad-libbed one time in the pilot.
Yeah. A lot of James Rhodey's lines are ad-libbed in this show, and his like psychic little tantrums where his body all of a sudden is doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he's usually got food of some kind.
I heard it's hard to act with food, because it's hard to make it consistent when you're doing takes. It's hard, and as an actor, do you eat it? Do you spit it out? If you eat it, that's a lot of food,
Yeah.
Sure, if you keep doing takes and you're just eating.
Right, exactly.
Well, when it's ad-libbed, you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, but if you ad-lib it once and do it like that, and then they want to use that, then every single time from now on, you have to like take the bite or make sure like the burger is full at the beginning so it can have a bite in it. So then they need extra burgers now too. Or more pineapples or whatever.
If that's how I go, man, that's how I go. Eating burgers.
It's not a bad way to go. It's how a lot of Americans are trying to go. All right, predictions.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, along with the pineapple thing, so I didn't make a prediction that there's a pineapple reference because I think that's pretty much a guarantee.
Hope so.
But I wanted to make a prediction for like how the pineapple is used, and I think in this one, yeah, I think in this one you actually do see them because he says, "You want me to cut up some of this for the road?" I think you actually do see them eating a pineapple in the car, like it became part of their like normal routine to just like take pineapple on road trips. So
you got like a little like center console cooler of pineapple ready to go.
Yeah, so
that sounds
actual
great.
Pineapple on the road.
Love it.
My next predict is that at the end of this episode, it's like a 2-person team between Gus and Sean for Psych. And I think they add a woman to the team, so there's 3 of them. I don't know what she would do, but I think it would just add a different vibe to their Psych team.
Nice. Does she know? Wait, you said it's a woman, right?
Yeah.
Does she know that he's not psychic?
Yeah, I think she's in on it, and that's why she's part of the team now. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that at the end of this or of the finale, Sean now hosts like a TV show where he's like a TV psychic.
Oh, so he's like a fake TV psychic?
Yeah.
He's a famous fake psychic.
Yeah, and he's like, talking to the dead and stuff, and
I'm into it.
people can call in.
Yeah.
And then my last one, I think that there is a bonfire.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll know when we see it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice. Just because like you like want to be at a bonfire right now, or
Yeah, it's a little bit of just like wishful thinking.
nice.
I mean, you guys got a fire pit in your backyard, Joe? You could make yourself a fire, right?
Yeah, we could get a fire pit.
You're privileged enough to at least be able to
Get
dig a
on that.
hole in your backyard.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So my other prediction for the pilot was that they are actually psychics who own a cupcake shop.
Mm.
So I'm going to use that for my first prediction, and that is just someone eats a cupcake in this final episode. So
Nice.
I think that covers me just in case there's a wedding. Hopefully the wedding is catered and has cupcakes. That's basically what that was for.
Yeah, if it's just a normal slice of cake, it doesn't count.
Well, no, that's not a cupcake. If you think that's a cupcake, then you're a monster, not Sean, the fake psychic guy. Number 2, speaking of that, I think there's a real psychic in this episode.
Oh.
I almost
Like
thought
bending
that
spoons.
like it was gonna be Sean is actually psychic now. Like he gets struck by lightning in season 8 or something, something stupid like that. But I'm not gonna go that far. I mean, if he's a real psychic now, then that counts still. But number 3, I think they're still working a case, and I think it's gonna be something along the lines of the case of the wicked preacher.
Ooh.
So some sort of
Yikes.
preacher related crime.
Ooh.
I mean, that could be like televangelist or something. I'm not going like Catholic kid stuff, Jimmy.
I just feel like weird preacher stuff is just always in TV and movies and stuff. It's always just off the rails, man. It's just gross. Probably gonna be snakes.
You don't think in 120 episodes you don't think they like made fun of a televangelist on this show? They
hope
did.
so.
I guarantee that.
Pretty low
just
hanging
hope-
fruit, but
I'm hoping that it's in number 120 and not in any of the other ones, basically. And then number 4, this is like a deep dive, but I want it to happen. I think Sean moves to Minneapolis. And the reason for that is because his dad was like, you're going to give up on like being like, why don't you quit like pretending you're a private detective and like a psychic? Because you're just going to give up and you're going to like go smoke weed in Minneapolis or something like that. That's what he like said.
he said he was gonna like work for a news channel or something. Didn't
Okay,
he?
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The weather reference.
Okay. He said something about Minneapolis, though. So I think Sean's moving to Minneapolis in this one.
Nice. Sure hope so. We
Okay,
will gladly take you.
We'll take you, fake psychic. All right. So that's it. Those are my 4.
Okay. So in the pilot, Sean says that like this is only going to work because he's never going to tell anyone that he's never going to tell them that he's a psychic. I think he tells someone that he's a psychic in this. Like maybe he finally tells Tacitor. Right? Is that his name? Yeah.
I have no idea.
Detective. Yeah.
I'm telling you, I didn't know any of those cops' names.
By the way, that guy is in MI3 and also Starship Troopers.
Perfect
fact.
movie. Starship.
Okay.
Perfect movie.
Ooh, that's a bold claim. Okay, so
Watch
that's my
it
number
again.
1 is that he tells. Number 2, I think Gus is getting married because he's just a suave dude, and he's just a boss, and he's gonna be the womanizer this time. Then I think they are solving like a famous or like high profile case in this. Like maybe there's was this 2014? I don't know. We've been listening to a lot of true crime over here, so anticipating that they're working on something like you would have some real famous case.
Just like
And then
really
number
from the headlines.
Billy Graham gets arrested, 2014.
Oof. And then like this is Santa Barbara, so my fourth prediction is just surfing.
Oh, surfing?
Someone's gonna be surfing.
Okay. I mean, if they go to a beach at all and just pan, you're gonna, you know.
I
but
hope
they, I mean,
so.
they didn't go to a beach in this episode, so you know
They
it's
didn't.
Still,
They were
still
on
up
like
for
a
grabs.
wharf thing when they meet. They're trying to get Tassiter and his lady friend, the junior detective, to like come with them when they find the cabin, and they're at some restaurant in the wharf, and Tassiter isn't having it, and he's like, "I'm getting something. Don't eat the chicken." And then because he knows that this kid on the cook is sneezing all over the chicken.
Yeah,
pretty
he's
silly.
getting lucky. He's getting lucky all over the place. Really, is what's happening.
No, dude, it's his power. He's a psychic.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch this episode just pretending he's a real psychic and see what happens. See how I feel about that. Okay, well, so should we do this? Should we get in this last episode? It is episode 120. It is called The Breakup.
Cool.
So we'll see what that means. When we will see you after that. And we're back. We're done with the last episode of Psych, the TV show. Not the joke, but it was a jokey TV show. Jimmy, do you have a write-up?
Yeah. So this is the finale, The Breakup, March 2014. Sean and Gus help Detective Lassiter enlist the help of Henry and Woody to solve the murder of a real estate executive. Meanwhile, Sean struggles with a life decision. The end.
Oh. Well then.
And then several
mean-
movies later.
And then there was apparently two movies.
Yeah. With 4 on the way, supposedly.
4 movies?
That's
he
what
promised
Wikipedia
4 more
says.
movies.
Why?
Isn't that nuts? I mean, really,
That's crazy.
that's only 8 episodes of TV total.
I guess it's just like, yeah, it seems like movies are
USA
bigger of a
movies
deal.
is not.
oh, so they're all, is even the Lassie one, Lassie Come Home. Now I understand that's probably about Chief Lassiter.
Yeah. No,
Right.
that's going to be on the Peacock.
Oh, right.
Oh, okay.
But still, they're TV movies, right?
Yeah.
Essentially.
Right. Yeah.
They're not like regular movies, Jimmy. They're
Not going to go
TV
see this
movies.
at the theater.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know when I'm ever going to see a movie at the theater again.
Probably never. Supposedly, they're
the
all going
world
out of
is-
business.
The world is poison outside. All right. Yeah. So I mean, the big thing was Sean was planning on moving to San Francisco to be with the Julia lady.
Jules.
We didn't-
Juliet is her name.
Juliet. We didn't know her from the first episode, right?
No, not in the
No.
pilot.
Okay, good. I was like trying to place. I was like, is the lady cop gone? And then there was that other lady cop, and I was like, that's not her, right? People look really different in 8 years, you know. So I was like,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'd say even like Sean looked like he definitely aged quite a bit.
Yeah, he looks very different. He's got a little bit of a like Guy Fieri energy. Do you feel that? Like,
Harsh.
like he's a little bit thicker, and he's got like a soul patch. And he's got
Yeah.
like a blammo energy.
Gross.
we psychics here on Triple D.
I don't think he was quite that disgusting of a human being.
No. No, probably not. So I mean, yeah, that was the biggest thing was he was planning on basically leaving Psych, and moving to San Francisco, but he couldn't tell Gus because he was a little wussy boy and was too scared to do so.
Yeah.
And then the thing that I know Joe really, really, really wants to talk about was that there was a crime involving Billy Zane.
Billy Zane himself.
Yeah. As Billy Zane. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
As Ian Collins.
Just a dastardly, like, British guy.
Yeah. And just the second Billy Zane walks onto screen, you know he did it.
Yeah,
You know
right.
He's the bad guy. There's no
he's not going to do a guest spot for you if he's not the bad guy.
there's no twist.
Hey, Billy Zane, you want to be on our TV show? Yeah. What do you want me to do? Oh, just be in one scene and be a guy's like partner and just be concerned. No, you didn't do anything. You're just that guy. You're just there for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, but how many murders though? How many murders do I get to do?
Well, there's a couple murders in the episode. Yeah, how many of those did I do? None. You're just there, Billy Zane. And he's like, I'm Billy Zane. I'm never just there. I, the murder man.
I'm never not doing all of the murders.
I do the murders. I'm Billy Zane.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that our first Billy Zane bit on this pod?
Hopefully not the last.
Yeah, the second that he shows up on screen with his, like, very twirlable mustache, like, he might as well, like, wink at the camera.
Yeah, his facial hair was like literally like, I'm a dastardly fellow and I've done
Yeah.
it.
I did it. It was me.
Yeah.
So they get one last, like, crime-solving adventure before he moves out of San Francisco, or moves out of Santa Barbara.
Yeah, and they don't even do a whole lot because there's like a new lady who's just as Sherlock Holmesy smart as he is.
Yeah.
So she solves like 90% of it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then they like solve one little extra bit, which like leads them to like Billy Zane.
Mm-hmm.
Which, you know, is the whole crime. But still.
Well, yeah, but she did like most of the legwork to get him there because she's a smart cookie as well.
Mm-hmm.
She's just good at her job.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a good detective.
Just happens to be.
Which we haven't had yet.
Yeah. Seemingly for 8 years, they had been surrounded by terrible detectives
Yeah.
that just kept having jobs.
Yeah. Like, your coworkers are like, "Oh my gosh, are you psychic?" And she's like, "No, I just used reasoning and detective skills, did some research."
Yeah, it's unfortunate because you think of like especially make detectives probably like you should be like really smart and you're really good at like deducing and figuring out things and putting these puzzle pieces together. But then I'm like, wait a minute, I have a real life job and I work with a lot of people that are terrible at their job.
Yeah.
And just still have a job just
That's a good
because
point.
people keep letting them do the work.
That's
'cause
very
it's
real
just
life.
easier that way. And I was like, I guess that does make sense that they've been surrounded by dolts for 8 years.
So I just embarrassingly realized who that lady is, the good detective, whose name was Betsy Brannigan. Her real name is Miro Sorvino, and she's from Romy and Michelle's high school reunion opposite
Lisa Kudrow.
Phoebe, yeah, Lisa Kudrow. So, you know,
It's like a
pretty
name I
hilarious.
know, but face I don't.
Lisa Kudrow.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
no.
Mira Sorvino.
Mira Sorvino.
Oh yeah,
She's in other things. Her claim to fame is not
She's in stuff.
not the Lisa Kudrow movie. She's in like,
what is it? Spy Kids?
hey, Spy Kids is probably bigger than that.
She was in a couple episodes of Modern Family. I don't know. I'll keep scrolling.
You figure this out, Jimmy.
I'll figure it out.
If you click on filmography and well, she was in Modern Family for a little bit.
I just rewind the tape.
I won't do it.
Okay. Anyway, I don't know. She's familiar. She's been in stuff.
She's been in stuff.
Another gal. Did you guys recognize Love at all, who we never
She
learned her
seemed-
first or last name.
She seemed very familiar to me, but I don't know who that was until you tell me.
Her name is Floriana Lima, and she is it's hard to explain her character, but she's in Punisher season 2, and she plays this like therapist opposite the one of the big bads in Punisher 2. She's also in Supergirl, so all over the comic universe.
So there's no way regular people know who she is. You just know who she is because you watch superhero shows.
You didn't watch Punisher? Those were great.
I didn't. I don't.
Okay, well, we'll
side
watch it. We'll
characters.
watch the first and the last of it.
That
Yeah,
was
we should.
Love was a character that Gus was in love with, that he worked with, but didn't really
Right.
know.
Yeah.
I think the correct term was infatuated with.
Yeah,
Probably.
pretty accurate.
Yeah. Love it. There was another character named Woody who appeared to be a big character, recurring character, who's a coroner. And that guy's in just everything.
Yeah, he's in stuff for sure. I was like, who is that guy again?
He's in Supernatural.
What does he do in Supernatural?
I don't know, man. Look it up. He's also in Wayne's World
Yeah.
and Ghostbusters 2. But also just every TV show ever of all time for at least an episode.
Right now, the listeners have no idea who we're talking about.
Yeah.
They're saying
right.
he's in things. Hey, remember that guy we saw? He's in things.
He's in stuff.
They know. They watch the show too.
Yeah, I'm sure they watched the finale with us.
Yeah. Obviously. Oh, yeah. The guy who played Woody or whatever. He's Kurt Fuller. He was in
Kurt
Ghostbusters
Fuller,
too.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I think is he like the mayor or something? He's definitely a person who hates the Ghostbusters and thinks they're garbage.
Yeah.
In Supernatural, he plays Zachariah or Mr. Adler.
Oh yeah, he's an angel. Okay.
Spoiler.
Yeah, he's. Yeah. There's angels in Supernatural.
Huh.
Gotcha.
Anyway, was that it? So he moves. But then Gus also moves too.
Yeah, and then they spend like 5 minutes explaining like how Gus like went back and forth from his job and
Pretty
decided
funny.
to follow Sean to San Francisco. I mean, that was actually kind of a funny little bit that they did where he kept going back and forth, and that's when he like spilled his love to her. It was like gave her a little speech and then got maced.
Mm-hmm.
There was also a chase scene when they were once they found out that Billy Zane was the bad guy. They chased Billy Zane in like a student driver's car that had 2 steering wheels and like 2 brakes. So
Pretty
that,
sure they
like-
were being chased because
they
Billy
were-
Zane
well,
held
they-
them at gunpoint and then they ran
Yeah,
away.
okay. Yeah, but there was still a chase scene, you know.
Yeah.
And then his dad, Sean's dad, like saved the day by coming and like shooting at Billy Zane and like arresting Billy Zane because his dad was like substitute teaching at a nearby cop college or something like that. So, and then his dad yelled something like, "He finally called me," or something like that. So that must have been like the arc completing their father-son relationship now is whole again.
Yeah.
I guess.
That might have been my favorite part of the episode where he had Billy Zane like not in cuffs yet, but he had him like, you know, at gunpoint and was like ready to arrest him. And then he just goes, he finally called me, like referring to like his son finally calling him. And Billy Zane like with his hands up just like gives him like a thumbs up.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff in this episode that like a lot of stuff I found very funny that wasn't like a written joke, but it was just like how it was acted or just like how the actor like did something with it. Like just a little thing like that, like Billy Zane like giving a thumbs up, like, okay, good for you.
Yeah, that's silly. Love it.
Yeah.
That just reminded me too of the quick bit. So everybody's Sean has made DVDs of his goodbye speech, and we think the whole time that like Sean is like breaking the fourth wall, right? But it turns out that really he's filming a goodbye to Gus, and this is like his DVD to Gus. He's not talking to us necessarily. But so then he realized that he's also sent these to other people in like the precinct or something, and one of them is a like Lieutenant Dobson or something, Captain Dobson, who maybe was a person that they maybe referenced, but at some point, but never
seen or something.
Yeah, and then they make a whole reveal, and it's Val Kilmer.
Yeah. I didn't get like the relevance of that, but like I was entertained by it.
Yeah.
It was like, cool, Val Kilmer.
Yeah. Fan of the show, perhaps.
I mean, that was pretty great that it was Val Kilmer, right?
Valley Kilmers.
Yeah. So he ends up telling Gus that he's breaking up the team via like DVD. And then like the, I guess, second to last scene is Sean up in San Francisco and like talking to his girlfriend who is also a cop, I guess. Like at a crime scene, but then like Gus like chases him there and like is like yelling at him about how he like just got up and left and didn't say goodbye, which goes into the thing about him going back and forth a bunch of times, and that's pretty funny. But it ends up with them being like, okay, well, like Gus is just gonna move up here too, and we'll start our own shop again.
Yeah,
which like makes me think that like if Sean would have just talked to him like a person, like maybe they could have worked this out, and like it wouldn't have to be this abrupt, and like Gus would have time to find an apartment.
Yeah, but then it wouldn't be comical at the end when he gets to be all crazy.
Yeah.
Well, because so the whole beginning of this episode is that Gus is like finally he's landed this big job and he's got a company car and there's all this like whatever amenities, I guess, plus this lady that he's in love with but hasn't talked to. And so then Sean thinks like, oh man, like he could have had this whole time, but I made him like chase this detective dream with me, and so I can't like ask him to come with me. Maybe I don't know if there's that kind of aspect to it. So he like feels bad. I don't know. But obviously he's got to move because otherwise how are they going to do all these movies?
Yeah, they got to stick together.
But now it's going to be, are the movies all in San Fran? That seems less cool. I don't know. It's a different vibe.
Maybe they get called back to like Santa Barbara to like help out kind of
help
thing.
Out the
like,
old gang.
Hey guys, I know Psych's in San Fran now, but we got a big old murder case that we need help with.
I like it.
You know, something like that. Quick three things about the 3 guest appearances on this last episode. First one, Dion Richmond, who played Gus's boss. Apparently in like this interview with Sean, James Rhodey, Rode. I don't know how he says, the guy who plays Sean. They interviewed him after the finale, and there was a big thing throughout Psych that maybe Gus played Bud on the Cosby Show as a child, and Dion Richmond actually played Bud.
Oh.
So that was a big get. I guess Billy Zane was referenced more times than the guy who played Sean could like count. So they were trying to get him for like a long time. So having him play the final villain just felt great.
That's awesome.
So they got him. And then I guess the other one was Detective Dobson. They had him being played by Val Kilmer, another person who had been regularly referenced on the show. And I guess you never like saw Detective Dobson the whole time during the show. So them referencing Val Kilmer constantly, and then also having it so you never saw who that guy was. He just kind of was like a fun little thing that they got to do. Mm-hmm. And the fact that Val Kilmer actually agreed to it is big for them, because they obviously never thought that was going to happen.
That's awesome.
So apparently Detective Dobson was like the Wilson of the Psych, like Wilson from Home Improvement, where you never see his face.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun. There was one other thing at the end where they're like, Sean's like, we're going to be a big old happy family, because the old chief or whoever, maybe she wasn't the chief, but whoever Karen was in the pilot is now in San Fran with Jules. And so now Sean and Gus are there, and they're like, well, we already got a guy in San Fran, and they make a reference that he's like OCD, doing some ordering of things in another room, because Monk is from San Francisco. That show is set in San Francisco.
Oh, okay. I didn't quite get that. I thought they were gonna bring him out or something, and he was gonna be a psychic, like a real psychic, for a minute. And I was like, "This is it. There's gonna be a psychic," but he never showed his face. So should we get into predictions then?
Yeah, that's all I had. I thought it was really funny. I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's. I'm kind of intrigued as well. Yeah, I'm 50-50. I think I liked the pilot more than I liked the finale, but reading into like the payoffs in the finale, now I think it'd be fun to hear all the references like throughout the seasons.
Yeah. I think I like the finale better than the pilot. Like just like there's like just a slight tweak in the Sean character that I feel like it just made it better for me, where he's like a little bit more of like a goofball than like a like charming smart guy.
I think I liked a little charmer more than I liked a little goofer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just like a slight difference.
Yeah, and it's not too big, but I did notice that I feel like the show was definitely a little bit more goofy in this one than it was in the pilot.
Mm-hmm.
Someone else start their predictions. I have to go get my notebook in the other room because I forgot it, and I have no idea what my predictions are. So I'll be right back.
Okay.
And I wasn't listening, so Joe, you go.
Well, I had my first one was that they eat a pineapple on the road, and I don't even think a pineapple was referenced.
No, that is a bummer.
Yeah, I thought it was a for sure like too easy prediction to just have pineapple, so that's why I didn't do that, and I made it specifically on the road, but not even a pineapple. So
apparently not too easy.
Yeah, I guess so. 0 for that. I had that there is a woman on the 3-person team. Which there wasn't. I mean, there's a lot of women that they worked with, but it was still just a 2-person team of Gus and Sean.
Sure, yeah. Betsy wasn't really... She was like a step ahead the whole time, but she wasn't really in on the team.
Yeah. I have that Sean hosts a psychic TV show, which just not true. False.
Not in this episode anyway.
No, maybe in the movies. Maybe in movie number 4 or something. And then I had that there's a bonfire, which I don't recall. I don't think there was a bonfire.
I don't think I saw one.
Mm-hmm. I don't think did we even see nighttime? I'm not sure.
I don't think so. Yeah, I think it was all during the day.
Correct. Did you get any points, Joe?
No.
Nice. Way to go. You're definitely the point leader in this season, so giving you a big old 0's going to help us out.
Great.
Okay, I had in the pilot he's going to tell, and he actually does tell his secret to Lassiter at the end there. Via DVD, but still. And then Lassiter immediately destroys that DVD, which I think is fun. So I got 1 there. Then I have Gus gets married. No. Although Sean
he
proposed,
tried.
yeah.
Gus tried to get married to love.
I don't know if we ever said that. Sean proposed to Juliet, and now they're gonna get married. So I'm sure that's in a movie or something. They didn't solve a famous case, and I didn't see any surfing. There's a lot of quick edits of just random scenes. If I paused, I might see a surfer somewhere, but I didn't see it.
Mm-hmm.
So I got one.
Fair. I feel like I got nothing, but someone eats a cupcake. I don't think I saw that at all. So I know there was donuts that Gus kept trying to grab on the table, and he took a bite out of it, but those are not cupcakes, unfortunately.
Yeah.
There's a real psychic. That monk joke might have became a psychic if they would have shown me a person, but they never did. I don't think Monk's psychic in the show. I don't
think so. But I thought they were going that way too, kind of.
But I thought, but before you explained the monk thing, I thought they were going like, we have a guy, and then it was just going to be a guy that comes out and like acts like a psychic, but didn't happen. I thought number 3 was the case of the wicked preacher, but it was like the case of the Billy Zane real estate agent is really what it was.
Yep.
And then Sean moves to Minneapolis. No, he moved to San Francisco. So
yeah, pretty close. But
I mean, San Francisco's the Minneapolis of the Southwest, right?
What?
That's what they call it? Isn't that what they call it?
Could start to, I guess.
All right, cool. It's official now. So I'm going to give myself a 0, unfortunately.
Noise.
So way to go, Jimmy. Way to be point leader.
Let it be known.
Today. Let it be known. It's the guy whose wife, like Psych, got a point.
Chalk one up for the Pasta Pals. I do. I would like to go back and watch this show now. Although they are long. I didn't realize it was an hour. I've never sat through a whole episode before.
Yeah, I'd say I'd be interested in like watching this show, but man, it's got to be real good for a long time, because that's 8 seasons, 120 episodes of 45-minute shows. So
yeah,
that takes one hell of a show to like get you into that. Like, you know, that's supernatural quality right there.
Plus movies, man. Supernatural gonna have movies?
God willing it will. But you know I'll watch them.
Yeah.
Like that's like, it's pretty much, Psych is pretty much like the X-Files. Like the X-Files had like 9 seasons and like 2 movies.
Yeah.
So
3, crazy. I think, didn't it?
Truth is out there. X-Files, I think just one called like X-Files.
What was that weird? There was a really weird one. Yeah, I'll look it up.
It's not important. I'm sure we figured that out whenever we did X-Files.
Is XXX, is that part of the X-Files saga?
That's porn.
That's a different David Duchovny side project.
Yeah. That's probably the Californication movie.
The one with David Duchovny and Vin Diesel.
Oh, gee, you mean Triple X? Was David Duchovny in that?
I've never actually seen Triple X.
God. I think there was only 2: the X-Files and in 98. Wow. And then in 2008 there was I Want to Believe.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. That's pretty weird.
Yeah. Is that the one with Brent Spiner in it? Or Lieutenant Commander Data from Star Trek? For somebody that's too much of a nerd, but not quite too much, and doesn't know the name of the human. But yeah, it's too hard to tell. But we're done with this podcast now. So if you listeners would like to do show suggestions or just comment at us in a peaceful manner, you can hit us up at FNL Podcast on Gmail, on Twitter. We have a Facebook somewhere, probably on Facebook. yeah, do that, and you can rate us one or 5 stars if you're feeling like a rating mood. If you're feeling ratey, do that. That'd be great.
It's way too close to rapey.
No, you didn't have to go there, man. Come on. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you next week for another First and Last. Goodbye.